Hello Commanders, Commander Plater here. Welcome back to Conan Exiles. Now we're picking up literally where we left off last time, and we've managed to make ourselves some clothes, and we're going to get on and see if we can improve our little shack, get ourselves leveled up, and hopefully get some better equipment. So let's get on with it. So the first thing that I need to think about is what I need to build. So this is literally all I can make at the moment. Now I need to level up. Let's get rid of that. Don't want to carry putrid meat around. So I can build more housing, I guess, to try and get myself leveled up. I am, well, just over halfway through level 4. So I guess we're going to concentrate on the stockpiling some food. Now I do need to go and get some shellback eggs because they're pretty transportable. Whilst we're there, going to gather up some plant fibre because we're going to need that to make a ton of twine, and twine is used in loads of things, so that's going to be pretty handy. And obviously I need to keep an eye out for people. Now I didn't check when I was loading up the game of whether or not there are other people online on the server, so I could find myself in a world of hurt if I'm not careful. Now I'm collecting a hide up as well, so that's going to be handy for making the next tier of armour when I need it. That's all kind of planning ahead, that's what I'm trying to do, because I feel like I'm going to find myself in trouble very, very quickly. If I'm not careful, that is. Just gathering some stone, because we're going to need that to build more stuff. Because that's kind of the only thing I can really do to increase my level. Kind of walk around, survive, and mine stuff, and build stuff. So that's going to be pretty handy, because that little shack's going to get too small very quickly. Okay, now there's a ton of stone over here, but I also know that there's potential danger as well on the top of that hill, so we need to be kind of careful. And also my encumbrance is starting to run out, so I'm going to need to actually turn this stone into something. Let's start with foundations, because you can never go wrong with making foundations, can you? He says. This weird thing galloping around in the distance. We're going to stay away from that. Yeah, a bit weird. Definitely says things in German. That's odd. But the game speaks to me in English, and everything else is in English. So I don't know what that's about. Now there is a good reason why I set my spawn point over here, away from my hut. And that's because I just assumed that I was going to die closest to my hut if something's going to happen. And I don't really want that on my doorstep, because if you die and you respawn right where you're being attacked, because there's no delay, then you're in trouble. I don't know what's wrong with my feet. They seem to be very concave. That's bizarre. Oh well. Now see, my hunger level is starting to go down. Well, go up, I guess, getting hungrier. So we're going to cook some meat up, because the meat's pretty handy for improving your hunger levels. They go up quite quickly. So yeah, I guess I've committed to building what is essentially another room. Oh, it's not good if there's putrid meat there. That means that this feral flesh must be going off pretty quickly. Or I left something in there I shouldn't have done. so back to needing more stone, because that's what we ever need is stone, apparently. We're actually really close to leveling up as well, so once we level up we should be able to, hopefully, build ourselves some more things. I think I'm going to go for... there we go. Survival actually is going to be pretty handy, so I'm going to use that. Can learn some recipes. So we've got 2 available, which is good. I'm thinking warrior and maybe a wooden box, because a wooden box is handy for storing stuff. So we're gonna go for that, because this you need coal for, I think, and I'm nowhere near in a position where I can get hold of any coal. Let's make ourselves that stone sword. So it's coming towards night time by the looks of things, where the sun seems to be setting, so I'm going to potentially get myself into a spot of trouble because I'm out and about. I'm sure it'll be fine. Wow, that shadow's coming really quick. Now it is worth remembering this game is still in early access, so there are some updates to come. I think it's scheduled for release in October of this year, 2017. And I'm quite looking forward to the full release to see what it's like, because the server should be actually well populated by then. I can only imagine they're going to reset everyone's progress one more time, but I guess that's to be expected. Okay, so it's pitch black. I think it's time to head home. Well, that's interesting. I wasn't sure whether I'm going to get the torch out underwater, and yeah, you can. See, now seems like a good time to build if ever there was some. So let's give ourselves a expand. I don't want to expand too much, and at the same time I want to be able to build up, not just out. So I need to unlock stairs, which is going to be the next level, I think. Because you have to unlock all the basic stuff to then unlock the advanced stuff, so you can't unlock like brick stairs without unlocking the sandstone stairs first. A lot of the time you hear enemies before you see them, which is handy, don't get me wrong, but at the same time it can be creepy when you hear something suddenly behind you and you're like, uh-oh, you know you're in trouble. Oh, well, that's not a thing to hit. Something else you need to pay attention to is the weather. There can be sandstorms, and they can be pretty, I guess, horrible when they happen. Because there is the sandstorm mask later on in the game where you can unlock that, and I can only assume it helps you avoid the effects of a sandstorm. But I don't really know what the effects are. I haven't really encountered them yet, so... Of course, the durability is something you have to keep an eye on for your items as well. You don't want a sword to break when you're in combat. That would be bad. Like, very bad. What's this down here? Ooh, that's is that a person? Yeah, there's a person just standing there. Okay. Just gonna leave him to it. And we want to make sure we're not carrying around junk like that. If we can avoid it anyway. There is one thing that actually bothers me about this game, and it's the difference between the first person and the third person. The way that you change from first to third and your arm magically moves, and the way that you swing your weapons changes. That, I personally feel like should be worked on. And this weird twitchiness when you swim. But hey. Now, at least initially, most of this building is all to level up, because there's not really much point in doing anything else. So I'll leave that there, like those. So I'm going to put some stairs here, I guess, and then we'll go up to this floor and build up and stuff like that. So might as well start building upwards. So yeah, once again, more stone. Now I'm just going to make a huge amount of twine. Now, one thing I'm not strictly sure on is whether or not a stone pick would work against stone. Ah, see, this guy's standing right here. Oh, I want to be a good guy. Like, I'm resisting temptation to go run over and kill him and test the sword out. Because I don't think I want to be that guy. I definitely don't want to be that guy. Now, what the best thing for me to do would be is to join a clan or start a clan. That's a better option, because then I'm in control. Well, I can't build windows yet, so I guess we're going to have to make do without windows. Because windows are for noobs. Obviously that's not true. Okay, so I think it's time to make a wooden box so I can start piling some things. So yeah, keeping an eye on your food supplies and when they're due to run out or go off is quite a good idea. I'm going to stick with the just eat it if it's going to go off, because that way it's gone and you've upped your food. Don't wait until you're hungry before you have to eat. I think that's going to be my top tip. And also, being near water all the time means that you do not need to worry about whether or not you can find something to drink. At least initially in the oasis, that's fine. If you look on the map, so you've got a river that runs all the way through, but there's a lot of map without that stuff. So weird. Apparently, when I jump, I say hello. I don't know what this thing is over there, but it's probably going to attack me. Yep, it's coming. Run, 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 run. Okay, we swim. And things things typically don't follow you into the water, so it's okay. Thought I might be able to mine that. Never mind. There's a camp up there, and people, like NPCs, will mess you up at very early levels, and this is exactly where I don't want to be. You do not want to be caught over encumbered right next to an NPC camp. That's bad. Well, that guy's going to die of hunger or thirst just standing there anyway, so cheeky little swipe on the way through. No harm done, really. I'm sure it's going to seem a little bit weird to be building something like this, because considering that I can't actually get up there yet. But a bit of planning ahead never ever hurt anybody. I think I've got a doorway one? Yeah, I've got a doorway one. Oh, so have I just ended up making a big square? That's kind of, no, that's a little bit square. But I was trying to avoid that, if I could. Let's give it a door. Okay, my other top tip is when you put in boxes, you want to make sure that they're not right next to the walls. And the reason why you want to do that is because otherwise enemies can actually get to them. Like, they can attack them like through the walls and stuff. Okay. We'll leave seeds in here, bone, bark, branches and ironstone, because none of that is any good to us at the moment, but it's taking up space. Okay. Remember what I said, you can hear things before you see them. Okay, bad guys. We 100% want to avoid... Okay, they've spotted us. Let's run. I'm not in a position where I can take them on yet, at all. Like, the chances of winning it is not guaranteed at all. Okay, oh, he stopped. Oh no, he's still coming. And this is why we have doors. Okay, he turned around. Good. Good. Positive. I think I'm going to go grab some more eggs, because they are always good to have, as I said before. Yeah, in fact, they do not have durability on them at all, so eggs are fantastic to carry around. Wait, have you had a look around this guy's? Yeah, this guy's totally messed up his place. Like, I don't understand what he's done. Managed to get his snapping wrong for his building. Now there's an adult shellback. Close. And that's fine. And now it's like, oh, the humanity! That's fine, because they're not human. And trust me, I need their hides more than they do. See, now I was thinking that I don't particularly want to level up that much through building. If I can avoid it, that is, because it's a bit of a waste. Because you're going to build somewhere and then I'm going to move on. So I'm only starting off in the oasis down here because I know what else is out there. So there is a little spot where I know exactly where I want to get set up. And I'll show you guys on the map. I want to get set up. It's actually here, like right here, and it's close to the city, so you can get some good thralls. There's a ton of ironstone, a ton of coal, so it's going to be well worth being set up there. That's the plan, anyway. But until then, I guess I have to just keep building. Okay, right. So, I think I'm going to call time on today's gameplay. I've made a little bit of progress, leveled up a couple of times, built up some more. See, we've got a lovely stone sword thing now. And so I want to say, once again guys, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and keep an eye out for more Conan Exiles as time goes on. So, once again guys, thank you for watching. Commander Plater, out.